What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Meloetta EX deck. We got a new Meloetta from the Black and White Dual set from the Black Bolt pack. If you haven't seen it yet, its ability is kind of what makes it stand out. Debut performance. If you go first, this Pokemon can use attacks during your first turn, which means you can attack going first. Usually, you can't do that. Usually, it's kind of unfair to do that because your opponent hasn't gotten a turn yet. They can't bench multiple guys. Usually, you don't even want to bench a bunch of guys. Blind second, depending on what you're playing, right? This card allows you to attack on your first turn if you go first. The thing is, it's kind of balanced though because its attack is not good. It does 30 damage for a psychic energy. But it does have the effect during your next turn, this Pokemon's echoed voice attack does 80 more damage. 110, not too bad. We are weak to dark, we have a resistance to fighting, broken psychic types, we have a retreat cost of 1, and our HP is 200. So not super bulky. The way we're going to be playing this, and the way I like this the way the most, as you can see, I've tried out a couple different ways of playing this Meloetta. Is going to be using it with the poison package, using it with the bombs, and just trying to go first and attack whatever in front of us. And we have a couple other attackers to try and be able to actually win the game by taking prizes if we don't just donk, which we're trying to donk, I'm not gonna lie, but we're also trying to actually like have a full strategy to win the game. So let's go over the whole list real quick and we'll hop into games. I'll put it up on the screen so you can see it and just mention a few things that you can see right away. Our other two attackers are Cramorant and Ursaluna EX. Overall, could test this a lot more also because as you can see, I've tried a couple different Meloetta decks. I've spent a good amount of time playing the Terapagos variation, and at first I thought that was it. I thought playing it with Terapagos, since you'd have Area Zero, Terapagos as an attacker, you have a lot more bench space. I thought that'd be the way to go, but I just was not even consistently able to do Meloetta Brute Bonnet turn 1, so I didn't really like that, and I'm trying to attack with Meloetta. And then the other one I tried was Dragapult and with TM Evo, but the thing there is you're just using Meloetta to set up your Dragapults. You're not even really using its attack, or you're not using its attack, and it could do that pretty well. It could set up your Dracloaks, but it's annoying to play Dragapult myself. Like, I don't even want to use the stupid Dracloaks ability. I don't want to use Dragapult. I just want to attack with Meloetta. So decided to go with this version of it. The Ursaluna and the Cramorant are their attackers, and that's pretty much it. Let's go over the numbers and I'll explain a little bit more, then we'll hop into the game. So we got one Latias going from left to right here. Just the one Latias gives our basic Pokemon free retreat. Maybe a second one of these could be nice, but we also have switches because we don't have like a lot of bench space to work with, and usually like maybe a Petron EX would be kind of nice to give another way of retreating, but we don't have room on the bench for it. Maybe a second Latias, but we have switches, and I like the switches too because towards the end of the game you could then maybe attack back to back with Ursaluna. So we have two switches instead of a second Latias. It's also like if hypothetically you don't have bench space for your Latias and you have access to the switch when you need it at the beginning of the game, switch could be nice. So we have two Meloettas, so we have access to it and we can attack with it. You're probably not going to attack with more than one of it, and you're probably not going to attack with it more than at the very beginning of the game, since your damage ramps. You want to attack with it right away. So yeah, one other thing to mention that could be cool with this is Clefairy EX. Then you'd hit dragons for weakness, but again, bench space is limited, and like the only dragons are Dragapult and Raging Bolt. Dragapult, you're gonna kill those little guys anyways, and then you can hopefully, like, I don't know, Ursaluna, maybe Cramorant can help. You want to probably knock out like a Fezandipiti with Cramorant. Versus Raging Bolts, I don't know. You're not even gonna one-shot the Raging Bolt with the first attack going first, or with your echoed voice attack going first. Obviously, after you've attacked, you're gonna be hitting for 110 with weakness and the poison and the binding mochi, but I think your Meloetta is just gonna die. So I don't know, but I think I could see putting the Clefairy in here. Oh, and I should just mention, since it was pretty obvious, like we're playing it with the poison package. Binding Mochi lets us hit for another 40 damage initially. So we're able to hit for 70 right away. And then you factor in all the poison, we're hitting for 100 with the opponent taking the poison damage from just normal poison and the jungle. And then we also have the bombs to do some additional damage. So we can hit like, 120 upwards of that, 110, 100 probably safely, but like up to 180, but probably not 180. 140 maybe if we're flipping half heads 50% of the time. One Mew, if we had more bench space, a second one of these would be nice. Then we got one Monkey Dory. If we're playing bombs, I definitely want to have Monkey Dory in here because we're going to be flipping tails half of the time and putting damage on our own guys. And we're not going to be able to get a second energy attached on our first turn to Monkey Dory and Meloetta. Technically, we could use Baby Petulant and use Monkey Dory to move the damage counters, but I want to attack with this preferably. I don't really want to just throw this guy up in the active, so we're probably not going to be able to use Monkey Dory till our second turn and then move the damage counters, but it's still better than nothing. And hopefully like we're able to get a knockout, and then Monkey Dory can help us to take like multi-prize turns on little Pokemon later on. Then we got 2 Brute Bonnet, normal with the poison. Once this guy has the booster energy capsule attached, you can make both active Pokemon poisoned. So this is pretty standard. You just got the 2 of them. They're pretty easy to find, and you can get them back with a Night Stretcher. 1 Fezandipiti to draw cards once our guy gets knocked out, and then 1 of the Baby Petulant to be able to do more damage with poison in between turns. I like this guy, even though I don't really want to just stick it in the active. Say our Meloetta gets knocked out and our opponent's guy is poisoned, or say we were attacking with Hydreigon or Ursaluna, right? Then we promote this thing and they take more damage in between turns. That's like my preferred way to use it. I really don't want to just stick it up in the active and donk using it. I want to donk with Meloetta. Then we got the Ursaluna for late game attacker. Its attack costs a colorless less for each prize card our opponent has taken, so can attack for free at the end of the game. And then Hydreigon, Fickle Spitting. If our opponent has exactly 3 or 4 prize cards, if they don't have 3 or 4 prize cards, we can't use this. If they do have 3 or 4 prize cards, we can use the attack. So we can do 120, and it's 160 plus another 10 to 30. So 190 to 170 to 190 with poison is what we'll be hitting with this. And then if we get like some bombs and Monkey Dory damage, possibly, we can knock out like 210 guys like Fezandipiti. Hydreigon seems pretty sneaky good with poison, and just a one energy single prize attacker. And then we have 2 Squawkabilly, so we can have access to it and do it, since that's what we're going to be planning to do every game on our first turn. Once during our first turn, you may discard your hand and draw 6. But we can only use 1 of it, and that means we do have a dead one of these in our hand or in our deck. But I think it's still worth it. You definitely want to be able to play this. It's different than like a second Mew or a second Latias. Like, we have other ways to retreat potentially or draw with Mew, but we don't have ways to draw 6 cards for free off of a ball card like Squawk. So for our A-Spec, we have Secret Box, just to be able to combo off. Finds your jungle, finds your capsule or your mochi, finds your supporter of choice, and then an item that you need. We have to discard 3 cards, but when you're going to discard your hand because of Squawkabilly anyways, or Carmine, it doesn't really matter. Then we have, for a bunch of 4 ofs for items, we have 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Nest Ball, the 4 bombs. I actually do like the bombs with this. I think it makes a lot of sense when we're trying to just attack with the Meloetta, and it's a lot easier just to flip a coin than to use switches and try and get Volcanion or Iron Valiant in and out of the active, which is what I was trying to do with Terapagos, the Meloetta Terapagos variation. So even though the bombs are unreliable, we have the Monkey Dory to take advantage of it if we do flip tails, and half the time we're flipping heads, so it's just 20 damage. Then we have 2 switch, like I said already, and then 2 Pokegear just to be able to find our supporters, 2 Night Stretchers to be able to find stuff that we discard, maybe attack twice with Cramorant, something like that could be kind of cool. And then 1 ofs, I think, is just the energy search, which it might be better just to put in a third psychic, since we only have 2. But I like the idea of being able to search for an energy off of a Secret Box if we don't have an energy. So since we're not playing too many of them, it could come up. We have 2 in the deck, 1 energy search, so hopefully we could get 1 off of it. That's it for the items. Then for the stadiums, we got 4 of the jungle, puts 2 more damage counters on poisoned non-dark Pokemon in between turns. We'll be damaging our guys more, but it doesn't really matter because we're super squishy. Then we have 4 Carmine. It's not the best draw supporter, but you can play going first, and we don't have like 100% way of access to it like Lumineon and whatnot, so like you have to play a lot of it. You also like maybe want more Pokegear too, but I've been able to find it pretty consistently. Then we have 3 boss just to be able to chase down stuff, get knockouts, and close out the game. And then 2 judge, since hopefully we'll be going ahead, so it'd be better to use judge than Iono. And also, if our opponent hasn't taken any prizes, we're gonna shuffle their hand in their deck and only give them 4 cards versus 6. Seems pretty good. And then we have a whole 4 booster capsule and a whole 4 binding mochi, just so we can find it. We need both of them on our first turn for the Brute Bonnet and Meloetta. Then we have 4 Prism Energy, It provides any kind of energy for basic Pokemon only. I believe so. It provides a colorless for everybody, but the rainbow effect is only for basics. But we only have basics in the deck anyways, so it's perfect. And it counts as the dark energy for Monkey Dory. And then we have the 2 psychic energy. Psychic energies can be recovered off of the Night Stretcher, searched out with the energy search. And yeah, we need psychic energies for Meloetta. So that's the deck. Hopefully we can get Meloetta to do some big damage early on. It's pretty fun to be able to attack on your first turn. Let's hop into the games. Okay, here we go. Also gonna mention, forgot to mention, I did record this already with the Tropicos Meloetta version, and I had some good games, had some not so good games, but I didn't like it as much as I wanted to, so I went back to the deck builder, and I'm feeling better about this, but you know, I could feel pretty bad about it pretty quick. So let's hopefully it works out. We're happy with it. But I didn't like that I just wasn't able to consistently get Brute Bonnet down with the Binding Mochi and the Meloetta. It is 2 tools, 2 Pokemon that you can't find, you know, off of a Poffin. It's not the easiest thing to do, but then our damage was so limited, and I think the bombs are nice. It gives us options. Frick, man, to take multi-prize turns. The only time I wish I had Clefairy EX, dude. Well, we need Squawk. We have nothing else in our hands. And I guess we can Nest Ball for the Brute Bonnet, thankfully. And I guess we'll hit them as hard as we can and hope they whiff. Yep. Oh, man. I mean, we can also flip this. It really doesn't make a difference. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we want that. Like, yeah, no, we're not thinning our hand down from you. We don't have access to Mew. And we're going to put it on ourselves, but maybe it'll make a difference. We'll throw this on him instead of discarding it. And I'm not putting down the second one because definitely don't really need it. Okay. As long as we have an energy search in the deck, we can get it with Secret Box. So I think we're gonna send the Secret Box. Let's do it. We don't need this. We shouldn't need it at all, actually, to knock out their stuff. We're gonna get a Stadium. Having that could be nice. I don't think we need that. So we'll get rid of that. And we'll get Boss. Is Energy Search in here? Thank God. And then we have this. And the Stadium. All right, we got it. So yeah, ooh. If Clefairy was in play, and we actually played in the deck, we'll calculate the math in 1 second, because I can't do that at the same time as clicking buttons. All right, we're hitting for 70. We would have been hitting for 140. That's pretty simple. Yeah, we would have been hitting for 140. So we wouldn't have one-shot it anyways. Is that right? So they'd be at 170 right now. I don't know. Yeah, they'd be 170. That sounds a lot better than 140. But they still wouldn't be... If they bumped our Stadium like that, they would be at 180 coming back in our turn, and we'd probably be dead. Please have nothing. Burst Roar. Burst Roar. Iono. Okay. Hopefully they don't find the Fighting Energy Man. All right, Cramorant, that's good. We got them in range of Cramorant at the very least. Maybe we could attack back-to-back with Cramorant. Dude, if they just whiff, that would be so hype. And then we can knock them out with Meloetta. We have Cramorant set up. We'll definitely be going to three or four prizes and be able to attack with this. What? They didn't even Burst Roar. We'll take it. No complaints here. Might have sounded like a complaint, but it wasn't. Let's go get rid of that. These are our last two stadiums. Somehow we've drawn in all of them. Definitely want that. I could throw down everything like Cramorant, Nest Ball, and Carmine. Then we're losing our stadiums. But I do want like an energy for Monkey Dory. But I mean, I don't even have room for Monkey Dory. I don't think we'll need the Monkey Dory though, right? The only time we would is for Cramorant. So, and I don't think they play a lot of. I'm gonna bench this, but we're not gonna do anything else. I don't want to Carmine yet. I want to hold the Nest Ball for Fez. Yeah, let's go. That's good. Besides, we're not Burst Roaring, because I think that would have made sense to do for them. They just whip the energy, so we'll take it. Now, if they get 3 grass energies, like we're definitely dead. But we just need a. Oh, that's the thing though. We need an energy for Monkey Dory before we get it to be able to attack with Cramorant in case we flip tails. To be able to move the damage counters from our guy to their guy, you know? So. I was surprised by the Iono, but I think they do, like, Noctowl Raging Bolts play a couple Ionos. What's happening? Why did they retreat? They just attached to the bench one? Okay. And they have the Lively Stadium, so we'll have a little bit more HP. They're resetting our Meloetta, which isn't cool. Yeah, I think I should have just went like Nest Ball for Monkey Dory last turn and Carmine. But it's fine. All right, I'm gonna do it this time. We'll be bench locked. We won't have Fez or Mew, but I don't think we'll have to worry about a whole lot of hand disruption. We can retreat for free into Meloetta, start attacking again. And we'll put the Binding Mochi on this guy. Yeah. An energy would be really nice. We didn't get one though. Do I flip the bomb now? We're gonna have them in range of whatever anyways, so I think we just hold the bomb. And I don't think I poison my Meloetta because we'll be able to knock them out with the Cramorant if they do knock out Meloetta. So we stay a little healthier, I guess. And we can always poison our guy next turn and knock them out, I think. Yeah, I think we hold this just because, like, if they have a fresh Ogre Pond that they're able to bring up for some reason and attack with Energy Switch, I guess. Or Raging Bolt that could have the booster energy capsule. We'll need the bombs for that, too. So, yeah. Alright, Soda. No! They do have it. Alright, well, maybe we can boss around it. Okay, maybe they'll attack with the active, too. If they don't find the fighting, that would be super ideal. But we still need an energy. I don't know how many Carmines we've lost, but we've lost 2. Just need an energy. We can also go Petulant. Okay, they can attack with Raging Bolt. Whoops, no. I was thinking Crispin. Oh, they can crisp into it, but they already used the other thing. And they're just going to attack with this. We'll take it. Okay. A Night Stretcher. Any way to find an energy. Let's go! We got it. So I think we just hit into this and we can Ursaluna for game. But we do need to get damage counters on the Raging Bolts. This isn't going to do anything. I guess I could have bombed and tried to knock him out with Petrant, Monkey Dory, but we don't have damage counters on our board. I think we do this. And yeah, I'm just gonna hit. And I'm not putting down this guy since this is their next attacker and we're not worried about it. Or it's not worried about poison. Okay, got a Psychic. If we draw a Night Stretcher, we could win on Ogerpon. Just attack again with Cramorant. This is still a close game though, because I mean, we're just trading. They just need a boss and we're getting knocked out. That's actually not too bad because all these cards suck. Carmine, cool. Surprised they play, we've seen their 2 Ionos and they play 2. And we haven't seen any owls yet. But okay. All right. Oh, and we're gonna need boss also to win with Ursaluna, or bomb plus boss, or bomb just bomb plus binding Mochi. Actually, damn it! Just kidding. That was our last stadium. All right, that's really annoying. Have we seen Prime Catcher yet? No. Okay. How many of those have they played? 2? That's not that many, actually. Playing a Pokegear early. Okay. Yeah, we're not knocking out this Raging Bolt, unfortunately, but unless, I don't know, we could draw a bunch of bombs. Ursaluna. Well, no, we can't attack with Ursaluna yet. Being able to Night Stretcher this back and attack with it would be great, and then they have to maybe attack with an Ogerpon, and then Ursaluna can knock that out. And also them having to knock this out is huge. So now we have like 2 turns for sure. Since they have to knock out, get 3 more prizes. Although they could play, what's that card called? Briar, right? I don't think I want to do anything with that Pokegear. Okay. Judge Boss. I think I lose the Judge and get Fez right now. Let's see. Okay. And I think we sack Monkey Dory. Or I can sack Petrant, but then I could also get Petrant trapped on the board. so I'm hesitant to bench it. We may need Monkey Dory, but we could always Night Stretcher back if we need it, I think. So I think let's just do that. Now, boss energy. Also, if they have a boss, they're just gonna kill the Fez too. But boss energy, and we knock out Ogerpon. Just needed energy. We weren't able to thin our hand down for Mew there, and we'd already used a supporter. All right, damn it. Wait, but now we for sure win, right? If they knock out Latias here, we're actually in more trouble. They're knocking out Squawk. That's cool. Yeah, we can just retreat and boss and knock out the Ogerpon. Pretty good first game. We got to attack with Cram and Meloetta and Ursaluna. It really helped that they whiffed. Not gonna lie. But we'll take it. These, I don't know if every Raging Bolt deck plays this, but this is really bad for poison decks, you know? We can attack for free now because they've taken 5 prizes. Thankfully, these guys are still in range without needing the Mochi and stuff. But we could find it with Fez, possibly. I think there's a chance. But it's a pretty good first one. Off to a pretty good start. Hitting Raging Bolts of all things. Golden Go is something else I'm kind of afraid of. Just being a stage 1, it's almost as bad as just being another basic EX deck. And the ones I've been playing against, a lot of them have been going first, so they're able to get down like, ooh, nice. They're able to get down like a couple Golden Go or a couple Gimme Ghouls, and then even if we can't knock out the one, they just need one, and they can knock us out really easily. So, and then it's hard to knock them out in return, especially without Tropicos. Okay, 2 guys. What are we up against? Okay. Excuse me, this isn't too bad. We can Ultra Ball for Squawkabilly. We have the Psychic in hand. I guess I could thin out an energy with that. But I may want it in the deck. Kind of think I do. So we're just going to get the Squawk. And then we just need to find Brute Bonnet. Or a bomb, actually. We got quite a few bombs. Yeah. Quite a few capsules. We have Brute Bonnets. We have Latias. Alright, alright. Alright, sounds good. We'll use Carmine because it's in the hand. Okay. We can Ultra Ball away Jungle plus Boss for Brute Bonnet. And then we can also just see if we hit the bomb too. Oh, and we do hit the bomb. Let's go. So we don't even need the Binding Mochi now. But we have no other cards. Have we lost any jungles yet? No. We lost any boss yet? No. All right. Yeah, we'll do this. Draw 3 with Mew, I think. Hydreigon EX is kind of scary, but hopefully we just can go faster than they can. And now do we want to Squawk away Monkey Dory plus energy? I kind of like Monkey Dory plus energy, but we have 3 other prisms. I'm benching that, and we're squawking. All right. We have switch, so we can get out of the active spot. I kind of want to do this so we get some damage on ourselves. And I am going to hit because if we don't hit, we don't do damage. So obviously we give them Fez this way, but with that special energy there, with the Prism, now we can possibly knock out Dino with 2 bombs and Monkey Dory. We can knock out that with Monkey Dory. So it's definitely worth it. We can knock it out. We even have Boss. The only thing is, like, we don't have Latias down. So if they go for, like, a counter catcher on Brute Bonnet, maybe I should have Ultra Balled. Oh, they have Night Stretcher Pidgeot. Or, Zatu Pidgeot. Okay. Nice. Yep, they're getting Fez. But we just need to take prizes as fast as we can. We could boss that Fez for game. Please don't have counter catcher. Please. Sir, thank you. Nice. We can't play bombs this turn, but that's okay. Start with this. Just move the damage, knock him out. We'll be able to go to 3. Because of boss, I'm guessing they'll promote Fez, but maybe not. And I think we just go after Pidgey 100%. They have 3 dinos, no reason to kill that. We don't even need boss, I guess. They just give us Pidgey. And yeah, I think we hold everything. Yeah. Definitely not using a boss or not taking a prize here, I don't think. I mean, they could do rare candy, counter gain, or Neo upper energy and attack. Ursaluna can hit for, well, no. Ursaluna's not gonna be able to attack yet. But Ursaluna can almost knock them out. Like, it's possible that we could knock them out with an Ursaluna. Do we have Judge? We have both Judges. Judge coming through. Better than Iona would be for sure here. If we find it. Let's go! Let's go, man! Let's go! Things are looking up, guys! It's going good! 2-0, baby! I think stage 2 decks. Oh, and we win the coin flip again! Against stage 2 decks. I think that's like where we'll shine. Being able to just to keep knocking out the little guys. Dude, I do not like mulliganing when we have this many. How many basics do we have? 13. Okay. I was mulliganing when we had like 17 basics when we played Amoonguss the other day. 13's not as bad. But still, I don't like... We only have basic Pokemon. They're benching a lot. What? 2 mulligans, man? And they see my bomb. We're losing a Night Stretcher right away. I mean, we got Ultra Ball, playing Gardevoir, stupid deck. In the Ursaluna. I don't think we want to lose that. An Ultra Ball. And we're losing a Switch. Might as well throw the bomb. We have Meloetta, we have Latias. Brute Bonnet, Ghidorah, Cramman, Energy Switch, a Switch, Bombs. We have our other Psychic too. Okay. Sounds good. Bomb. Hope you like bombs. It's cool. We'll move it ourselves then. No problem. Latias, Meloetta. Nice. And Nest Ball for Brute Bonnets. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's go Squawk. We just need a couple things. Just a couple of things. And there they are. Almost all of them. We have this. For this. That. For that. We'll use the Psychic since... Yeah, Energy Switch is now a dead card. But this can be anything. And do we want to poison ourselves? Dude, if we hit that bomb, they would be dead. I don't know if we want to poison ourselves here. I'm gonna say no, because we don't have a Monkey Dory on the board and we don't have room for one. So let's not poison ourselves here. We don't have the Mochi either. No, they have to retreat, which I like that. So that means they can't Monkey Dory. Or they're dead. I mean, I'm cool if they're dead. Well, wait, they could Monkey Dory. Oh. That's great news. So this is gonna die and their TM Evoing, so they're gonna need another guy with Artisan, so they'll be able to promote whoever they don't evolve, but that fool. All right. We really don't have a lot of bench space though. Having Fez down right now and the Ursaluna. Maybe I shouldn't have put down Ursaluna. We've lost the Night Stretcher already too. All right, a boss would be cool. That's all right. Is there anything we want? No. All right. I think we put an energy. Fez is gonna hit them for weakness. So if we can attack with Fez, that thing can snipe and hit as hard as like Latias or whatever. So I'm gonna put an energy on this. I don't know. We have nothing else to do. And yeah, we're not poisoning ourselves. So really glad I didn't poison. Secret box? Need a boss? This does put a big target on Fez's head, but... And they are down just one psychic energy. And they promote this guy. That's a good sign, I think. Although if they have Gardevoir, it doesn't matter. Oh, they have their own. Are they gonna confuse us? How many stadiums are we down? Just retreating and sacking Meloetta, who is to a KO'd. I am going to Secret Box for boss. And we're gonna lose Carmine, Booster. I don't know. I think we actually could lose the Night Stretcher. Then we have a supporter. Boss. Stadium. Mochi. And yeah, this is looking pretty good. Switch. Or a Pokegear for another boss, actually. That seems pretty good. Bump their stadium. Let's go! Dude, these are consecutive games right now. This is unbelievable. Okay, we are high rolling our way through this video, that's for sure. Let's see what we're up against this time. Oh, was really hoping for heads there. Maybe they'll let us go first. Maybe they want to go second. Come on. Also, I may have to mute if my lady comes home. Let's go! Should be walking in the door soonish. And yeah, this looks pretty good to me. I'm just gonna put this guy up there. We've seen an energy. And yeah, we have pretty much everything else. I should have maybe started Mew, because we can also just Pecharunt. Oh, now we need to flip on this bomb. Yeah. All right, Meloetta is definitely better here. Darn it. But yeah, this is good. This is good. I don't regret starting this. Draw 3 now. The only problem is if we just draw in a secret box. All right, cool. Ultra Ball for Latias. Thin out one more card. We are losing Cramorant, but we also haven't looked in the deck yet. Secret box. Capsule. Yeah. Have we Carmined? No. Cool. All right, there it is. And another bomb. Bomb. Come on, we can do this. We need one more bomb to win right now. I'm gonna thin out this energy because I'm losing the thing anyways. We have a Night Stretcher. We have 2 more bombs. Okay. Yeah. Just give me a bomb. Come on, man. Please, man. No, we were so close. All right. Maybe I shouldn't poison my guy now, because we die here. Also, Clefairy EX would have done it too. Oh man. 1 and 2 with the bomb flips. We have Ultra Ball. Yeah, they're probably moving this guy. Which is good for us, because this guy's an annoying thing that we have to deal with if they attack with it. I do want to get down Monkey Dory. Which means we're probably not going to bench this Fez. If we can get down Monkey Dory, get a prize with this Meloetta, and a prize with the Monkey Dory on this Raging Bolt. Feeling pretty okay. Then we need our Night Stretcher to get back Cramorant. And I think I saw we only had 3. Yeah, we only have 3 energies. So we need a Night Stretcher for Cramorant. We need to put one of our 3 energies on Cram. One of our 3 energies on Monkey Dory. It'll be tight. Oh. All right. And then they Turo. That's a good card. And then they have Ditto. Being able to get a hit off on Raging Bolt's also good. But again, we're Clefairy. If we had Clefairy, we'd actually be able to kill them here. But the bench space is so dang tight. Like, at a minimum, Squawk, Latias, Brute Bonnet, and Meloetta. And that leaves us with 2 spots. I don't remember if we needed to Mew. Maybe Mew didn't need to come down here. We don't have Clefairy EX in the deck anyways, but I'm just thinking, you know. Could we have played... We could play Clefairy, then we'd have room for... Monkey Dory still? Because that's kind of what we would want, I think. I don't think they're burst roaring because they have a Noctowl. So. And that guy can't attack. If we get boss, we are killing that Hoot Hoot. Okay, and they're gonna hit with Fan Rotom. I still think we kill the Hoot Hoot if we can. Damn, we need Monkey Dory now. We need Monkey Dory, man. Alright, I think I lose those. Get Monkey Dory. Mew for 1. Come on. Dang it. Oh no. This isn't good. Oh, dude, that was a missed opportunity. I could have just gotten the baby Petulant and protected our Meloetta. Then we would have been board locked with this not great stuff going on though too. That was a I should have gone baby Petulant. I think I saw it in there. I can't remember. I was not even thinking about it. That's happened in one of the other games when I was testing. Dang it. Still would have been better than dying to poison. Going back on their turn when they have a Noctowl in hand. Well, we're putting up Monkey Dory. But they have a Noctowl, so they can... They have colorful energies in there. They have a fighting. Yeah, they can Noctowl for... They definitely have Prime Catcher. Or Boss, whatever. But they would need Prime because they'll need to Crispin or Soda. I'm annoyed. I think the Petron was in there and I just totally didn't see it. And we would do enough, right? Jungle adds 20, Poison does the 10, and then yeah, Petron adds the 50, so we're doing 80. Yeah, we would have KO'd. Well, if we're able to get a 2-prize knockout here, I think we stick around. If not, I think we just gotta scoop it up because I don't think there's a way to win. And they shouldn't have a problem getting a 2-prize knockout. I can't remember if they already have energy in hand, but that'd be the only thing I think they're missing. So they must have Prime in hands. Because this is 30 for each attached to this Pokemon. Honestly, even if they take, even if we can get a 2-price snack, I don't know how we could win. I guess we get an Ursaluna. How many switches are we down? We're down no switch, but we've only taken 1 prize. All right, do they have another lightning in their hand or what? What's going on here? Are they gonna prime? Okay, there's a prime. Latias is pretty important here. But I guess Mew is a pivot if they do KO Latias, so that's fine. And Mew is draw, so. Booster capsule? No booster capsule. Do we have Judge? We do have judges. They haven't seen a stadium yet. Kind of want to play this and bump theirs. Hopefully they play one. Darn it. Oh well. And let's see where they discard. Let's see if they believe in us to knock them out. I don't know if I would. That's fair. All right, we just need energy. I'm pretty sure I saw Ursaluna. Petron was what I was not sure on. Ooh, my lady's walking in the door. 1 second. All right. Nest ball? Ah, baby Petron is in there. And we just drew the energy. So now we just want to find Judge. 1 Judge, 2 Pokegear, 2 Switch. That's possible. Bench this or play this on him because we need to. Play the Fez. Draw 1, then we'll Fez. Switch is good, but we're gonna Judge. Hopefully, secret box for Judge. Discard Carmine, Mochi, Jungle. Do we have Mochis in case? We do. And I think we just hold on to switches. Judge. Mochi. And an item is just going to get shuffled back in. So I don't think it matters. Yeah. Play that. Play the Judge. Iona would obviously be better in this situation. Okay, we don't have the switch. I'm gonna just play this. Hopefully they Iona us. I don't know. Maybe we get a Carmine off of the prizes. Judge, there we go. Another Judge, we'll take it. And now we can knock out whatever's in the active. Just hopefully they can't like set up checkmate with like a Raging Bolt on the bench. Dang it. Okay, that's what we didn't want. Raging Bolt, Sada. And then they can hit us with Baby Raging Bolt. Oh, shoot. Oh, dang. Well, they just won with that. Well, that's pretty cool. I've not been beaten this way from them. I'm usually just getting Raging Bolted. But I have seen this card in different Ancient decks, so this is pretty sick. And this can, it's a non-EX. I mean, being a fighting type is nice. I think I was used to seeing the Slither Wings more to hit like Pikachus and KO with the burn or something like that. But hey, we were able to get the Ursaluna going. I should have knocked them out with the Petrant, which we did see was in the deck, which would have forced them to use Gust a turn earlier. Oh no, they still used Gust on that turn. They just got 2 prizes. they were 2 prices ahead right away. Well, I think we'll call it with that one. Overall, we high rolled our way through this video. We did really good, I think we got 4 games and opened pretty hot. I think in all 4 of them, it literally, if we just hit heads on one of the 2 of the 3 bombs that we used, we even would have won that last one. Clefairy EX also would have helped. We did hit 2 Raging Bolts. We don't knock out Raging Bolt EX going first with the Clefairy, and Meloetta's probably not going to survive. So then, I don't know. But I mean, I could see including it. There was, I was thinking through it at the end there, like where we could have not had Fez down or Mew down. Like we would have been okay, I think. Besides for that, I don't know if I'd change anything. Like, obviously, maybe you don't need 4 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these, but we were able to find them, and I'm usually not able to find them. So the 4 bombs also, but I mean, the more of them, the more chances we have to get what we want and to find them when we need them on our first turn like we did. So yeah, overall, that was pretty solid and surprised me. And if we're trying to attack with Meloetta EX, this is probably the way to go. If you're interested in trying it out, I'll put a thing in the description to copy and paste. And that'll be it. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.